All right, let's go ahead and get into the news and notes.
News and notes from around the league.
All right, guys, we've got a lot.
Yes.
I'm going to take a deep breath. You ready for these? Now, one thing we didn't get to, we recorded the mailbag show, the Wednesday mailbag show, before the news broke about Andrew Luck, the season that continues to disappoint us. So, what is the story?
Andrew Luck, you probably have already heard, but lacerated kidney, expected to miss at least a month. Man, Andrew Luck, it's a tough season. It's a tough season for him.
I think it's going to be important how these next few weeks go for the Colts. You know, if the next few weeks you're losing games and all of a sudden you're out of the running, are you really going to bring Andrew Luck back for those last
Chuck
few...
Pagano is going to bring Andrew Luck back.
Yeah,
if Chuck Pagano's
I
there.
actually don't even.
Hey.
That doesn't resonate with me at all. The division is terrible. There's no possible outcome. I honestly think if they lost,
So you're saying if they go 0-4
if
these
they
next
went
4 weeks.
0-6, I think they'd still probably be a game or two out. I mean, I think there's like no way. I'm not joking. Have
don't
you
blame
seen?
you.
Okay, who are we competing with?
Brian Hoyer.
Houston, Jacksonville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Mr. Beebe, Blake Bortles bringing them.
There's no way they're not a
Mr.
game or
Beebe
two out.
only has 2
That's
wins.
worst case scenario. And they'll probably, if they're playing any of those 3 teams, they'll probably win. So I think he'll be back. The Rams signed Wes Welker. That is all we will say about that.
Move on.
Few guys not practicing on Wednesday. Latavius Murray, D'Angelo Williams, Emmanuel Sanders. Do you guys have concerns about those guys?
Not huge concern, very low level, but D'Angelo Williams, foot swelling. Doesn't sound good, but monitor him.
Really
for
good
sure.
matchup.
Oh, man. The best matchup.
Yeah, very good. DeMarco Murray showed up on the injury report with a groin injury, but is practicing in full.
Yep, no concern.
Matt Forte, limited in practice Wednesday.
Here's the thing that sticks out. John Fox up to his foxy tricks.
Yes. He's your favorite, too. It's cool to see.
me,
Do you have a John Fox fathead in your room?
I don't have one.
Where he's saying punt?
I don't have one. I have 2.
You have 2?
I have 2 John Fox fatheads.
One of them is talking to reporters and denying any injuries to his players.
He's day-to-day. I don't expect him to play.
Okay. John Fox, right?
Yeah.
Vincent Jackson remains sidelined at Bucks practice. Do we expect Vincent Jackson?
No.
Nope.
They said when he got injured he would probably miss a couple weeks, and it looks like he will.
Did you say that you expect Watkins tonight? Because I do.
I do.
I do as well.
All right, Nick Mangold has been cleared for Thursday's game against the Bills. So in your center-only league, no. We say that because it impacts Chris Ivory quite a bit to have the best or one of the best centers in the game active. It looks like he'll at least give it a go tonight. So for an owner like me of Chris Ivory, I kind of go, okay, that's good. Well, I'm kind of getting worn out. Worn out with him. So, but Bilal Powell will not be back this week. He's doubtful. So I think he'll get another 10 days off. LeSean McCoy is probable for tonight's game against the Jets. Mike, you rolling him out there?
I am.
All right.
I am. And if everyone wants to hear my decision, it's LeSean McCoy. So I have a couple other players, but Jeremy Hill is one of them. So as of now, I'm playing McCoy over Hill.
Yes, that is helpful. Coach Jim Caldwell said Ameer Abdullah is not in the doghouse. Does this mean he will get to play football this year?
He's going to keep returning kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, hey, Jason, I want to get your opinion on this, and yours, Mike, but I'm going to point it to Jason right now. Mike McCarthy out of Green Bay said James Starks, quote, is our number 1 back right now. Heading into Week 10, it is nice to get a declaration, isn't it?
It is very nice to get a declaration. He's not going to be a bell cow there. If Eddie Lacy is in the game, it's going to be a split. But what we're going to see is we're going to see James Starks getting the first opportunity, the more opportunity. And the truth is he has been very much outplaying Eddie Lacy. So when they both get the ball, James Starks is playing better, and James Starks is going to get the ball first. So it's going to be better for Green Bay's offense, certainly better for James Starks and James Starks owners, and we'll come back around to that maybe later in our starts of the week.
Wow.
Oh.
That was impressive.
Thanks.
Every once in a while, people ask us if we are the drops, like the voice for the drops, and I always wonder how they possibly think that.
Oh, I would say the answer is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
We just take turns.
There's a concoction of eight or 10 medicines we take, and then you put a few filters in front. And
Well, it's that. Have you ever seen when they do the science experiments and they not the helium, but I can't think of whatever the gas
the
is.
one that goes the
Is
opposite
there really
way?
one that does
Oh
that?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
we got to get that in here. I mean, I want to do a whole show.
Yeah, we do.
That'd be awesome.
It's very funny if you want to Google that.
I have never seen that.
All right, let's talk quickly about the coveted Titans running back situation. David Cobb has been activated from injured reserve. I would expect Bishop Sankey to be a healthy scratch, if not.
Which is just gnarly.
Yeah, that's not good.
First running back in the draft.
And every chance under the sun to be the guy, and just isn't the guy.
Sorry, Bishop.
Also,
So, any hope for Cobb with Antonio Andrews playing okay?
zero hope
minimal.
for Cobb this week. I mean, they're playing
Right,
Carolina,
right.
so you don't want to touch it.
All right, Josh McDaniels said James White will have the first crack at opportunity in the wake of the Deion Lewis injury. I do not have high expectations, and I spent $11 a fab to sign James White. I felt like I had to.
It's worth it though to me to take that.
He is a
risk.
second-year guy, so at least he's not somebody who's been kind of like middling for 5 years, and then we're like, oh, no, he has nothing. Maybe somehow he produces. Jason, you were saying that Brady had good things to say about him
Oh, Brady
in the
was
offseason?
Yeah, actually, last year in the offseason, Brady doled out some just incredible statements on White. Just loved him. Said he's an amazing player. Believe he dropped an F-bomb in there. So yeah, you definitely have the what if opportunity chance of James White taking over the role and being great. He's one of those players that has really not been the same with pads on as he has been in practice. And so that's what you wonder is he going to get
He's putting him on wrong.
yeah.
Well, and really,
Stop
Shoulder
putting him on
pads on your
backwards.
knee pads.
that's been my problem. That's what held back my NFL career. As soon as the pads went on, I was slower by at least 5 seconds.
Oh, I kind of imagine like you made the team, you went to put the pads on, you couldn't get them on, you just left the locker room and you never played another game.
I looked very similar to Sam Bradford in his
Oh.
shoulder pads.
Yeah. Did you have the deer in the headlights face permanently inside the helmet?
Oh, and there was a guy who would just follow me with like a trombone and a tube. He's like, boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that was Joik Bell. All right. Malcolm Floyd, the shoulder injury looked terrible, torn labrum. Thought he'd be out for the year. Now he says he's going to play through it.
Yeah, good
Believe
luck.
it or not, now that we're talking about our football experience, I've experienced that injury and played through it
Oh,
at quarterback.
tough guy.
But I wasn't fully torn. So
yeah. Well, I'm not feeling good about Malcolm Floyd moving forward.
no, there's too many options.
David Johnson.
Antonio Gates, man, as long as he can get
I've
right.
I have noticed that there has been something lacking from Antonio Gates' game. I don't know if you guys have noticed when you're watching him. It looks distinctly like there is a missing MCL
Yeah.
from his game.
Big part of his game. Big part. He's missing it.
Yeah, no MCL. All right, Alan Hearns news, guys. This is actually really important. Up in the air if he's going to play against the Ravens.
Oh, that sucks.
And of all the matchups,
I know.
Yeah, that
Seriously.
sucks.
Man, the target monster is going to go
yeah,
nuts.
are you starting Robinson over your other guys?
He is my number one wide receiver this week of all.
Wait, you do that with your team? You got two wide receivers to start?
No. I'm
you
saying
go.
in-
I'm putting him in my one spot.
yes. On my team,
I'm
every
promoting
week,
you, Captain.
every week on my fantasy football roster, I make power rankings of just my players. I talk to them. I've
Sure.
got pictures printed out, and I give them coaching.
Yeah.
No, but if all wide receivers, go to thefantasyfootballers.com, go to our rankings.
Oh, he's your number one?
He's the number one.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what was kind of crazy about our rankings is that you and I had, and if you go in there, I always look for the divergences. Like
Me too.
like-
Alshon,
Alshon Jeffrey, who's on your team, you're a big Jeffrey guy. I
Love Jeffrey.
have him really high. I have him at number 1. You have him at 25.
yeah, I need to move him up just a little bit. When I
Okay.
saw my rankings, I was like, he's not past a wide receiver too, but I don't love.
His matchup's not great.
Yeah.
I just kind of, that's just where I had him, stat-wise.